Hey yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the video. Today I'll be talking about the Rajes Jackson, I think that's how you say his name, the Rajes Jackson situation. Watching Moist Critical talk about this, and I really wanted to talk about it as someone who's into pro wrestling and mixed martial arts, and I just want to give my thoughts and react to this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe to my main channel, Blackstar0403, and also follow me on Twitch to see my live streams, twitch.tv/Blackstar0403, and let's get on to the video.
On Kick. I was just talking about the French streamer Jean Parmenov, who passed away in his sleep on stream after a marathon of abuse from some other streamers. And just now, I literally just finished streaming Resident Evil 6, and I was taking a little tinkle.
Hold on, pause. I gotta say, Moist Critical has some really good ass figures. Kind of jealous.
And I got sent a little something that is so diabolical, I had to hop back in the saddle and yap about it. It is incomprehensible that yet another potential death was just streamed on Kick. I'm recording this.
Okay, I'm of mixed feelings about Kick. Do I think they're a really good competition for Twitch, which we need in this type of business? Yes. Totally agree. I think Kick is a good competition for Kick. Sometimes they could be as worse as Twitch. I'm not gonna sit here and blast Kick and be like, "Oh, Kick isn't bad," but it's really a sight.
An hour after it happened, and the victim is currently still in the ICU. So I guess by the time I post this, I'll know whether or not they passed away. But I'm gonna keep this part in here right now because it's up in the air. A Kick streamer, Rajes Jackson, who is the son of Rampage Jackson,
and for people who don't know who Rampage Jackson is, if you're not already watching this video or probably know, former Pride fighter, former UFC heavyweight champion. I believe he was light heavyweight champion. No, he's a light heavyweight champion. All right, I'm glad I cleared that up. He's a former light heavyweight champion. Rampage Jackson is a character, right? He's very funny, but he's also kind of a bully. And people who want to say, "Oh, you're just weak," blah blah blah. He's a bully. But yeah, Rampage Jackson, I didn't know, to be honest, I didn't know he had like children, to be honest, until now. So yeah, I see this few clips going around of him, but basically he's the son of UFC fighter, or former UFC fighter, Pride fighter.
Also a professional fighter, just went fucking ballistic on a wrestler during a wrestling event on stream. He picks the wrestler up, slams him on the mat, and then lays down 27 punches to the man's. And
I seen the clip of that, and I gotta say, bro, it's so hard to watch. I watch mixed martial arts. I love mixed martial arts. As much as I probably don't want to participate in the game, the whole thing, I definitely enjoy the the physicality of it, the skill. Even when it happens in MMA, I wince because you're just seeing someone who can't really defend himself get pounded on the ground. Pause. But they're getting destroyed on the ground, and it's so upsetting. And after I saw it, was just crazy.
Skull, most of which were delivered while he was unconscious. And by the end of it, he is bleeding and bloodied. They couldn't wake him up. They said he was barely breathing. And someone even used the word flatline, that he was flatlined in the ring. This is not fake. This is not scripted.
And he's already down. And the crazy thing, he's already down and he's still doing it, bro. He's still doing it. I get people going after the ref, oh, the ref should have been there, stop it. But at the end of the day, he's in his mind, he thinks it's scripted. He thinks it's scripted. So I don't put blame on the ref, because at the end of the day, anything can happen in a pro wrestling fight. We've seen people get injured. We've seen people injuries happen in wrestling, And as someone who's I've watched pro wrestling since I was a little kid, and I still do now. Stuff happened, but you can't predict what happens in this. But he might have he might have thought that, oh, maybe he was gonna stop. He's just gonna keep like those fake punches, but he kept going and going and going. Also, whoever put the music on it should be like investigated. And then you have all those people trying to get him off him, but he's still going after him. It's crazy to me.
I did my best to censor this. It is brutal. It is extremely hard to watch. I also cut the clip short, but they pan back and he is covered in blood.
And it's like he wrestling other people to keep pounding on him. And it's like he belongs in jail. He belongs in jail.
Raja Jackson is a professional fighter who has unloaded, I counted 27 blows to an unconscious man. And they all are connecting. This is not like fake. It's not like...
And you know how like when people are hitting like, they're like this. They're not hitting. They're hitting like the arm. They're like this. Every time they're going like soft like this. They're not going like this. Like in wrestling, I'm not like a professional wrestler, but I've watched wrestling for a while. It's like this. They're like ooh, not like that. Like it looks impactful, but it's not. He's doing it like this, and is connecting. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. He kept going and going and going, and he tried to wrestle people to keep going onto the person. And I heard that he's not dead, and that's the one thing I'm glad about. Like
he's pulling any of his punches. They are all hitting squarely on this man's skull, bouncing his head off of the mat. And I said most of them were when he was unconscious. All of them are while he's unconscious. When I watched it back, it's clear that when he slammed him on the mat, his head hit the mat and it knocked him out immediately. So all 27, potentially more, punches that he threw were on an unconscious man. That can be fatal. That is most oftentimes fatal.
That is truly fatal. It's like, it'll be different if he was... Imagine he wasn't out after the slam. If he wasn't out after the slam, that's even worse because of the fact that he slammed and he's like, oh yeah. It'd be different if the slam did not KO him flat. Like if the slam didn't KO him immediately, he probably would be able to cover up and be like this. But the slam literally knocked him out. So it's like...
And he wasn't done either. It's not like he just stopped and said, okay, well, that's plenty. I've had my fill. He was still going. The only reason there weren't more punches thrown by him is because the other wrestlers were able to separate him. But he was fighting against them to go back and keep beating this unconscious man.
He went back to continue doing it. And like, usually in UFC, depending on what ref you have, they will stop the fight. But the ref there doesn't know that. He just thinks, oh, he's just doing what he got to do. And it's like, and then it took a while for anyone to do it because at the end, that's not part of the script. It's not part of the script. And he just clearly went off the script.
Probably wouldn't have stopped punching him until his head popped like a balloon. It's extremely scary. And even if he does pull through, this could have life-changing repercussions with brain.
Yeah, bro. It's like freaking brain damage. It's like, probably can't be able to do certain things. Like he legit got probably, I don't know if he has CTE. I'm not a medical expert, but you don't know if that dude's gonna have CTE at the end of the day just by those blows. Like what happens if those blows legit changes his whole life? Whereas like now he's never been in a professional fight. He's a pro wrestler, not a professional fighter. Imagine if he fights like. Now he has CTE now, and he didn't do anything to really deserve it, essentially. Like, come on now.
Damage and so many other complications for the rest of his life, if he even survives, which we don't know yet. He apparently flatlined in the ring and is currently still in the ICU, and we don't have any updates. This is terrifying stuff.
Hello, it's Charles, first thing in the morning here, and we don't have a ton of official updates on the condition of that wrestler. But the father of Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson, gave an update where he is saying that Psycho Stu, that's the name.
I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Rajay. I've been confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith is awake and stable. Rajay was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Rajay was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Rajay is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business involved in an event like this. And I gotta say for that, saying like, oh, he's an MMA fighter. There's multiple MMA fighters that have done wrestling. Cain Velasquez did wrestling. Ken Shamrock did wrestling. That is not an excuse at all. I feel like that's not an excuse because there's so many examples of MMA fighters. Even Brock Lesnar, to an extent, even though he was a pro wrestler, they know what. I mean, Brock Lesnar is a horrible ass example of someone to control their temper, but that's not an excuse. Like, come on now, like that's stupid. Not a pro wrestler, had no business involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned about his health and well-being. The well-being of Mr. Smith. Sorry, L. Reader. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to Kick for the situation.
The wrestler is alive and is stable. And he also says that he's clearing up misinformation about his son.
I'm just confused what misinformation. I'm so confused. Like, there's no misinformation. Your son went into a pro wrestling thing, beat someone half to death, and literally almost killed him. If no one was there to stop your son would have killed somebody that day. And the thing is, he was plotting on this. And then you could be like, oh, the Kick chat was rage baiting him. But you're letting people online dictate what you do. That's stupid. You should never do that. It's stupid. But yeah, keep going.
But then in his statement, he doesn't clear up any misinformation. He just confirms what everyone already knows, that this was completely out of control, inexcusable behavior that Rampage Jackson also doesn't condone. So I don't know what misinformation he thinks he's clearing up with this. He's just agreeing with what everyone else is saying, that his son went fucking berserk. I guess maybe the misinformation demon that he was exercising here was about his son actually getting like the permission for payback on Psycho Stu for an early.
And I saw the clip. I'm gonna be honest. I seen the clip of the fact that his son, the dude hit the thing on his head, thinking it was gonna be a work, but Raj's, the MMA fighter he is, he didn't take so kindly about that. But they made up for it, so it's like that's so weird. And people defending that, they're like, oh, but he did this, he hit him on the head with it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you legit apologize. That you guys literally apologized to each other and said that it's all good, and then you're gonna let the Kick chat bully. It's not rage baiting. You let your chat bully you into doing a crime. I don't get in this new generation where we just sitting here condoning crimes. Like, legit, people are filming crimes now. Get this, they're filming crimes now. It's like I don't get it. It's so stupid.
Clear confrontation, and what he's referring to there is they had like a little beef before the event started, and someone had told Raja Jackson that he could like double leg take down Psycho Stu in the ring and then throw like a fake punch, and that would be it to like settle the beef and create like this storyline. But Raja Jackson on stream, on camera, says that he is going to hurt Psycho Stu. He said he will not stop punching him until people will yank him off of him.
Yeah, but and people yanked you off him, but you kept going. I'm so confused. So you said you're gonna do it until no one can hold you back, and then you beat him up even when people are taking you off. That made no sense to me. So you beat up the dude and you're like, you know what? Yeah, I don't think you had enough. And you kept doing it over and over. Sheesh.
So he took that like pseudo invite, like green light to be involved in the wrestling event as a permission slip to go brutally assault this man and beat him within an
That's like some, oh, you can get a payback with me like you guys like doing paintball. I didn't mean to shoot you there in the paint, like with a paintball. And you're like, you can get me back later. And you guys get done playing paintball, and then you just like, and then you shoot him in the leg, like, I got my payback. And it's like, and not with a paintball, with an actual gun. YouTube, I'm just doing hypothetical. I'm not actually saying that, but that's I guess that's my analogy to it. Is like, you're gonna get back for the little thing, and then you go to more extreme way.
Inch of his life. Like, I think you could also make a case that this is attempted murder.
This
was premeditated.
He literally said that I'm gonna beat the heck out of him, and people will have to pull me off him. That is some. No, I'm gonna try to the UFC hires him.
Assault that he planned on not stopping at any point until third parties intervened. Like, I really think you could make like a real argument that he went in there with the full intentions of killing Psycho Stu. That's what it looks like to me.
Tell you guys this, they told me to hit him and just leave. Somebody who pull me off of him will leave. I'm telling you, I'm gonna hit him as many times as I can. Watch.
That's indefensible. You can
he literally admitted to it. That's
see
crazy.
him literally planning it off the back of them giving him like the instructions for a work where he'd come in and he'd deliver like a hit, like a fake hit, and then he'd be pulled off and that'd be the end of it. And he is saying, but watch this, I'm going to keep punching him. Like, he is blatantly stating this.
Literally
it is very
admitting to
clearly
a
a premeditated assault. And like I said, I really think his goal was to...
But imagine being like the lawyer who has to freaking like... Imagine being the lawyer who has to like sit there and just make an argument. Oh, my client, they gave him permission to do it. And I'd be like, yeah, to fake hit him, not really hit him. It's not even hits. Multiple hits, not a hit. He punched him multiple times. Jeez.
Kill Psycho Stu there. It really seems like that was his mission. And you can't chalk this up to confusion where he was directed to do something but then just went a little far, like, mistakenly. He is, with his own voice, his own vocal folds flapping with their own volition here. He is stating, they told me to do this, but instead, I'm going to do this. I'm going to punch him as many times as I possibly can. He is stating clearly that they told him one thing, and he is not doing that. Instead, he is going to punch the shit out of him, beat him within an inch of his life. You can't possibly say that he just got confused with the stage directions here of the storyline. He is saying that he is going to go punch him as many times as possible.
It's crazy, bro. And people who try to make this like a whole other thing, like, bro, it's literally someone just literally almost killing somebody. Like, it's that someone's like son. So that's someone's like, I don't know if he had kids, but that's like someone's like, maybe he's married too. I don't know. Maybe he's not. But it's like, and you hear the story like he is like a veteran who's like a U.S. Veteran who's using pro wrestling as like escape to help his PTSD. And you have this dude who sits there and like you use pro wrestling as an escapism, and then you have this person who you don't know, you just met him that day. I'm pretty sure you met him that day. Go in there and you destroy your whole life.
And disregard what they said he is permitted.
Hey, if he doesn't get arrested, I'll sue the fuck out of him. I mean, you can press charges, but I'll sue the fuck out of him, bro.
To do, like what they planned on. It is premeditated assault.
by every possible definition.
Now, what started all of this, and I've seen people joking about it like, oh, haha, Raja Jackson must not know that wrestling is fake, and he thought the heel was being mean to his favorite babyface, so he took matters into his own hands, tee-hee-hee.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think you can make those jokes when the dude nearly killed somebody.
But what actually happened is
Not a
Raja
joke, police, but
Jackson
still.
was touring the event and meeting the wrestlers backstage. And of course, the wrestlers are all playing characters. And when it comes to wrestling, there's a little something called kayfabe. And so they are
Kayfabe?
going to portray their character to the best of their ability and keep everything as authentic and genuine as possible. And Psycho Stu was in character and misunderstood that Raja Jackson was not a worker in the event.
Worry about him. You need
Psycho
to be
Stu.
worried about Psycho Stu.
Psycho Stu?
What, you don't know me?
Hell no.
Oh gosh, I can't watch this because it's so awkward.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a little.
Oh, you don't know it?
He's not a
Oh, my
fucking
God.
worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're
What the
good.
fuck was
Oh
that?
my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't
He's not a
watch
fucking
this.
bro.
worker, bro.
What the fuck was that? Hold on.
Oh no!
Oh, no, I will
It's so
fuck
creepy,
up.
bro.
I know you will.
It's so
And
awkward.
he takes it way too far when he takes a beer can. I don't know if it's like a real beer can or like one of those breakaway like stunt ones, but he takes it and he crushes it on Raja Jackson's
gosh.
head. Then you can see him get really fired up about it, and all the other wrestlers are also saying to Psycho Stu, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? He's not like a worker here. Or
Yeah,
anything.
he's
that
not.
was too far. And
I agree with that. Like, I think he went. I don't think he went so far, but it's like it's just a misunderstanding. Like, oh, he's not a worker here. He's not, obviously, you know.
that's what
He
started.
probably saw the cameras like, oh, it's a work, bro. But it's like, I get that, but nearly killing the dude over that is crazy.
This, and then Raja Jackson waited until their match. Then he stormed in and then beat him potentially to death for it.
Now, I think if Raja Jackson had swung on Psycho Stu after the beer can thing, you could definitely make a strong case that he was acting.
I mean, yeah, I kind of like, I'm like iffy about that because it's like, it's a misunderstanding, but I understand. Like, I think if I was in that position, like, I probably would. I wouldn't swing. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? I'm just having a cool time, bro. Why do you? I don't even drink beer, man. You got beer all over me. But, like, I get that. I think that would be justified. But yeah, like, nearly killing a dude over that is crazy to me.
In self-defense, because that is unexpected, it was unprovoked, and it was kind of a crazy thing for Psycho Stu to do, not knowing for sure if Raja Jackson was a worker in the event or not. It was a bad judgment call for sure from Stu.
Definitely.
And he was just like way too fucking committed to being the heel. Like he was really deep into his method acting, like fucking Shia LaBeouf style, and he did the beer can thing. And it was definitely over the line.
But here's something a lot of people aren't showing enough of, that Psycho Stu was very apologetic when he learned that Raja Jackson was not a worker at the event. He apologized 3 times. They shook hands multiple times, and Raja said, like, hey, it's good, I get it. Multiple times. Meanwhile, he was
It's
just...
crazy, and he let his chat get the. His chat is basically the reason he's going to jail. His chat is the reason he's going to jail. His chat is the reason he's going to jail because they make, oh, I wouldn't let him do that to me. Which I was like, okay, bro. I was like, a bunch of little kids on their freaking iPad typing that stuff. Like, come on now.
like bubbling with anger, waiting for his chance to fucking assault this man.
So fucking seal that.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's gonna all work out.
Yeah, hello. I appreciate it.
I didn't know. I just thought you were
I want to be backstage of a wrestling event, bro. Oh, that seems like a chill event.
I get it.
We're gonna work it out. Well, he's gonna come out on your mat, Juice. I know you keep thinking we're working. We're always working.
I get it. Yeah. I get it now. Now you
You know what I'm saying? We're always working.
What a fucking worm.
nothing like the Samoan to be like, to keep the peace in there.
This is some
no one wants to fuck with him.
slimy behavior here. This is some turbo ass. Raja Jackson is now pretending that he understands and forgives Psycho Stu, who is very apologetic, mind you, and he's explaining, like, look, I saw the cameras, I thought that this was like another work, that we were building a storyline, this and that, and Raja Jackson's like, no, I get it, and he's like shaking his hand and everything. Meanwhile, he is actively planning
of assaulting this man.
Yeah, it's like that they don't know my next. They don't. It's like some like it's like having a gun to your back. Like they don't know my next move. Like I feel like that's what he was trying to do. He's like, they don't know my next move. And the fact he let his chat rage bait him into him essentially going to jail. He's going to jail
beating
for this.
him unconscious.
If he doesn't go to jail
and
for
fucking
this,
leaving him eating
Rampage
meals
Jackson
through
must
a
have
straw.
crazy money, bro.
As he is like pretending to let bygones be bygones here and that they're on good terms. That's
Or he has a really good lawyer. Like if he has a really good lawyer, which like he's like, oh, my client hit my thing over the thing, but they apologize. Like, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
fucking unhinged. Now, before showing you some more of the aftermath here, let me introduce you to Psycho Stu. I think you should get a little bit of the lore behind this wrestler that Raja Jackson beat so severely, hospitalizing in the ICU, and apparently caused to flatline in the ring.
Pro in 2009. I had just got out of the military, probably about 6 months earlier.
And I believe Rikishi, I saw something that Rikishi owns this wrestling event.
I got out of the military, I joined Knox Pro, because I needed something to focus on. I needed something to help me adjust back into civilian life. A lot of veterans, it's hard for them to readjust into civilian life coming from the life of the military. I'm an American soldier that suffers from PTSD. Being in front of a crowd, it doesn't give me as much anxiety and aggression as I thought it would.
Like, those are the hits I'm talking about. Those hits are like, they're like this. Like, obviously, they're like this. Even a punch, it's like this. I don't know, but it's like boom, boom, boom. It's not even that, even like that. Like, they're moving their head while they're getting punched to lose the impact of the punch. So it's like, that's what I'm talking
was a
about
veteran
earlier.
who was suffering from PTSD and found wrestling as a means of escapism and fell in love with the sport. And now is currently hospitalized in the ICU, but apparently is stable. So hopefully Rampage Jackson is
You better be telling the truth.
accurate with that claim that he is alive and stable.
I hope he is live and stable, bro. Sheesh, man, bro. He might have some mental, not mental, but it's like, I don't think mental, but it's like, he already has PTSD. I was like, well, already. So it's like, imagine what he's got to deal with after this.
That would be wonderful news. But what an unbelievable set of circumstances that led to his hospitalization here. Yes, he made a mistake with Rampage Jackson's son here, not knowing whether or not he was a worker and still building the storyline anyway under the impression he was. But it's not a mistake that should have led to something like this, especially when he did everything in his power to try and rectify it and try and apologize for his
he
mistake.
really apologized. It would be different if the dude didn't apologize. Well, no, I'm not excusing that. Still, if he apologized to him, and it'll be different if he just like, yo, fuck you, bro. Like, yo, fuck you. And then he's like that. I was like, if that's the case, bro, no, it's not even justified that even that's the case, because it's stupid. Like, it's just a beer can, bro. Like, even though I'll be pissed because I don't drink. So it's like, oh, you got thing, but I'll just let it go. Well, some people can't. Some people can't let stuff go. Obviously,
can explain why it happened and ensure that it was totally unintentional and there wasn't meant to be any bad blood or anything. And he thought that he did accomplish that, but clearly Raja Jackson didn't actually think so. He was just acting. Raja Jackson was flexing his thespian skills here when he was pretending that everything was okay between those two, because what he was actually doing was plotting a premeditated assault on Psycho Stu. Again, potential argument of self-defense, that has poofed away like Timmy Turner's fairy godparents. That ship said
self-defense if it's in the spirit, like if he would have swung at him and like after like bro, and then they broke it up, blah 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 blah. That's self-defense. When he hit him with a beer and you're like, boom, like okay, that's self-defense. Self-defense is not hours later to get your revenge. That is just essentially assault.
failed a long time ago because he didn't act in response to the threat. Like after the beer can was crushed on his head, which again he wasn't expecting, and that can be dangerous, but he didn't like act in the heat of the moment to defend himself from that or anything. Instead, he let it marinate, let his rage bubble up, and then waited for his opportunity to get revenge later. There is no longer a possible case of self-defense here. Like, yes, he was wronged, but he didn't like try and defend himself from that threat or anything. He pretended to like move on from it with the guy who did it and then waited to attack him later. And I think you can make a very strong case that it was attempted murder.
It is.
At the very least, it is a premeditated assault.
Literally.
And based on the things he was saying leading up to it, and based on the behavior in the ring when he was delivering 27-ish blows to an unconscious man's skull, I really think there is a strong argument to be made that he was in there doing that solely to try and kill him.
And that's basically what it is. You're just there to freak you let it bubble up, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna let that. I mean, there for a day with like, you know, like a I guess if it was like, I guess I'm gonna put like an MMA term into it. If someone did that to me and I have a match, I'd go that far. You know, I wouldn't go that far and freaking destroying the dude. But like, it'd be different. They like had a match together, like an MMA match, and they're like, okay, now I'm gonna, and it'll be the same because both people are trained to go against each other. They're both trained to go against each other. So it's like, that's different. But it's a pro wrestling fight, bro. Like, why are you taking it so seriously, bro? Not even freaking. Oh gosh.
All of this on stream, mind you.
I just want to see what's the reaction from MMA fighters. I want to see the reaction of them because it'll be interesting what they think of it.
And you can even see him respond to the news that the guy that he just unloaded 27 punches on in the ring while he was unconscious is potentially flatlined.
Hello?
Hey, where the hell you at? I told you to double leg that motherfucker and start welding him. I just saw the video.
Shit pissed me off though, Andre.
I understand that.
It's like a kid. It's like a kid like getting a call from your mom. I mean, like, why'd you do that to your kid? Mom, I'm so angry, Mom. Like that's the thing I'm getting from this.
Wake the nigga up. He's fucking in the ring, fucking flatline, bro.
My bad.
Didn't have to do all that shit.
My bad. Who just says my bad from nearly killing somebody, bro? What? Yo, he's not, his heart's not moving. He's not breathing. Can't feel his legs. Can't feel his he can't feel his tongue. Can't feel anything. My bad. Like what? I get he's angry at the he's obviously angry. Like don't get me wrong, he's obviously angry in this situation. But it's like you can hear him like freaking like breathing heavily in the situation. So he's probably not like, he doesn't have like that mindset. He's not all like logic has left his brain. But just saying my bad when you change someone's life is crazy though.
I'll call you back later.
This guy does not seem to care at all. This is a fucking monster right here. In response to hearing that the guy flatlined, he just says, my bad.
Yeah, it's like,
that's crazy.
My bad.
Kratos had more empathy for the people that he killed in very similar fashion, by the way, with like the...
Shit, Escanor had probably had more sympathy than that. If you don't know, Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins. Escanor probably had more freaking decency than this dude, bro.
Unbelievable amount of blows to the head, but at least in Kratos' case, the people he was fighting, they were at least conscious. All of these were delivered to an unconscious man. A man who never even saw this coming, by the way, because he storms into the ring, grabs him, and then slams him. So it wasn't even a fight, but he walks away feeling so fucking tough and accomplished about it with no remorse at all for potentially killing this man.
Tired of motherfuckers playing with me, bro. Real shit. One of them was a bitch and fucking bit me. I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me and shit. Think I'm always playing and shit. Call me bitch and shit. Not no fucking bitch, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. You let your chat rage bait you into freaking actually doing it, bro. Just because your chat was calling you a bitch, bro. Your chat, a bunch of people who probably wouldn't even, oh my god, that's gracious, bro. It's someone, they're legit never gonna get out of their mom's basement. You let them rage bait you into committing a crime that's gonna make you go to jail, bro. Hey, man.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my fucking self because I'm tired of everybody fucking playing with me, bro. Real shit.
He's walking away from this with his chin held
Who's
high,
playing with
extremely
him?
proud of what's up.
No one was playing with you, bro. You let your chat get you. I mean, shit. If I was unconscious like that, bro, I'll honestly be mad because at least, if that happened to me, bro, I'll be like, bro, I'm suing, bro. I'll get a lawyer to sue.
Unfolded here. It seems like this might be the happiest moment of his life. The way that he is perceiving this is him standing up for
And he's an MMA fighter. What is his record? I'm gonna look up his record right now. Because I'm pretty sure he's an MMA fighter. Record. All right. He's 0-1. Steve Collins was his last. Oh, he has amateur bouts. KO, ground and pound, blah blah blah. But his MMA record is 0-1, bro. 0-1. He lost a unanimous decision. Come on, bro.
Himself. He is not able to have a grasp on the severity of what just happened here. He thinks that because the disrespect that he encountered earlier in the day, he was entirely justified to...
Also, I'm not saying that as like, oh, you're 0-1. Oh. No, I'm just saying you're 0-1, bro. Who's playing with you, bro? You're
potentially murder this man. And by the way, the wrestlers that were calling him a bitch, well, I imagine they were saying that because he basically...
I'll call you a bitch too. It don't hurt me though. But I'll be calling you a bitch too, bro. You literally Hulk smashing someone who's unconscious. Like what?
Punched this guy potentially to death. The guy never even had a chance to fight back because he came into the ring when his back was turned, slammed him down, immediately knocking him unconscious. It wasn't even a fight, it was a surprise attack. So I imagine that's what he's referencing when it comes to the wrestlers like insulting him and the one that bit him with everyone that was like getting on top of Raja to get him.
Wait, a wrestler bit him? Oh, ugh.
Away from...
justified, but ugh.
Psycho Stu on the ground because he was still going back to try and make sure he was dead, it seems. Now, in the rest of the clip here, one of the wrestlers from the event starts walking towards them, talking to them, trying to get them to stay. Probably until police get there would be my guess. But he is talking to them and he is shit-talking, trying to goad him into staying. And he's like talking about like, I'll fight you right now. And then it's a back and forth. But Raja Jackson reiterates that...
It's not a good idea to try to fight someone who has built up rage, to be honest. I get what he's trying to do, but now I get it's like trying to fight angry Habib, bro. Like that's like trying to fight Habib when he literally just got done beating up Conor. Like, no, that's horrible.
That he wants to
fight
wrestlers
need to realize
there. He wants to continue.
What, you can't go out to
within an inch of their life there.
No matter who, like
it's
MMA
scary.
Fighters, especially.
I cannot imagine a world where he does not go to jail for this. I really can't. Rampage Jackson has tons and tons of money, sure, but I don't know if he's going to be able to outspend the attempted murder charges that his son.
Yeah, I think he probably making a good living on Kick, but I don't think he has that much money to freaking defend his son. I'm gonna be honest, I get it's like because that's his son. I'm gonna be honest, if that's my son, I'll let that dude rot in jail. You did the crime, you do the time. I'm sorry.
I'm just racked up here. Now, of course, I'm not a lawyer and I don't have like a magic crystal ball that I can ponder the orb of to see the future, but my guess would be that there will be attempted murder charges for this incident.
I hope so.
Because, I mean, I really think it's like, it feels like that's what the goal here was when Raja Jackson was delivering these blows. I mean, I think at bare minimum, you're getting some serious assault charges. Like, no matter what, I think he should be thrown in the slammer for this.
Throw him in jail,
this behavior
Get
is
rid of the key,
completely
bro.
unacceptable. He knew
Shit, jail might be good for him, bro. Take all that anger out on some other people.
exactly what he was doing.
He probably deserve it, to be honest. If you're in jail, well, some people lesser charges, drugs. Man, some people in jail probably deserve the beating he probably gave to that dude. So I was like, yeah, maybe go to jail and maybe be like Batman in jail. I don't know.
And on stream states what he's about to do, and he clearly doesn't stop until he is pulled off and then still wants to keep going. All of these blows delivered to an unconscious man. How could you possibly say this is anything other than him trying to kill him? It's fucking sickening. Now, like I said at the start of the video, I've recorded all of this pretty much immediately after it happened. So we still don't know how Psycho Stu is doing, if he's going to pull through from all of this or not. But by the time I post this video, I imagine we'll have some kind of update. So I'll go ahead and put that at the beginning of the video. But as of right now, fingers crossed that he pulls through. Like, yeah, he definitely did make a big mistake with the beer can thing, but I don't think it's something that should have cost him his life here in this manner. This shit is unhinged. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's really crazy how that like I said, man, in this situation, I don't think Rajai Jackson, sorry. I think he belongs in jail. Anyone who commits a crime like that belongs in jail. If you guys agree, hit that like, hit that sub button. If you guys want more videos like this, hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Blackstar0403, and follow my main channel, Blackstar0403. I do anime content, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.